Well, here you go. This match is underway. Eric Freedom, Justin James. The last time these two faced off, it was to decide who would be the TV champion, and now here it is.
Freedom is old as dirt. I've already beat this.
Well, here we go, Skitch. We got to remember one thing, that the fight is in the ring, not here on stage. I despise Justin James. Eric Freedom is a great personal friend of mine. We had our differences, but we patched it up. Hooray for Eric Freedom, the hardcore hippie. And Mr. Williams, what do you got to say about that?
Well, I say some things haven't changed.
Mr. Riglow, before you got back in the ring, after doing your ring announcing, me and Dave Williams here, we were talking a bit about this match. You know, talking about the history between these two up here, and the history between these two, and some of us back behind the camera here doing the commentary. I know you're pulling for Freedom. I'm pulling for Justin James, and I'm proud to say on this occasion that Dave Williams agrees with me. Justin James has been on an amazing roll since becoming the TV champion, and I look forward to seeing him continue to reign.
Yes, I understand that, but keep in mind that before he became TV champion, Justin James turned everything around. He was on one hellacious losing streak before he came the TV champion.
True. That's true. But he is the champion now. You can't argue with that. You know, he beat legend Leapin' Lanny Poffo fairly in that ring. You know, this is a man who's, like I said, a legend in the business. And Justin James has
there's a bigger legend right there, the hardcore hippie Eric Freedom, the Fruit Loop buddy himself. You remember the good old days when the electric Eric Freedom was throwing out those Fruit Loops to each and everybody, the fans, and all the arenas. Look at that, great move.
Eric Freedom might have been a fan-friendly individual back then. Since becoming the hardcore hippie, he's got an entirely different attitude, an entirely different demeanor, and, you know, you might say that he's turned over a new leaf, but to me, he's still the same bully he's always been, and I'm looking forward to Justin James knocking that gnarly, natty, ratty hair off his head.
And I want to welcome all the fans to Inside the Ropes. Skitch Jones, Dave Williams, along with Mr. Ricklow, and I tell you, we got a great match, the TV title on the line. Whoa, look at this, nobody home.
That's all right. That's all right. He will recover. He is young, he is strong, he is resilient.
Get that belt, Eric! Get the belt! Get the belt!
Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Well, bully or not, Skitch, he's really taking it to the TV champ right now.
There you have it. That's that technical ability. That was that counter. Brilliant maneuver right there by Justin James. Not enough to put Freedom away, however. I will give Freedom his due. He has been in the business for over a decade. He is schooled. He is knowledgeable. He is a tough SOB in his own right. There's no question about it. But I think Justin James has this one in the bag. It will take more to put away Freedom, though. And this is a mistake that a lot of young guys make, pacing around the ring, taunting the fans. He needs to get in there and go after Freedom.
Oh, I agree 100% with you, but now that Freedom rolls back in, you see Justin James taking it to him one more time, and with a quick 2 count.
Going to take more than a couple boots. Now that was something I did not expect to see. Referee Mark Christopher taking it to Justin James.
Well, it's like the fans like to call him pee-pee pants.
You know, some things just people won't let go, will they?
Well, it's obviously he let go. He did, you know, he went in his pants.
Understandable, but I believe that was a long time ago. Let's give him the respect that's due to him now.
I'm sure there was a perfectly reasonable explanation for that. I wasn't around in POW at the time. I was on my hiatus, but I'm sure there was a perfectly reasonable explanation for that. A medical condition.
No, he just wet his pants.
Well, I kind of figure out, now I know why Justin James wears that stupid look on his face.
Do tell, Mr. Riggolo.
So now I knew why.
Why?
Because he's stupid.
Cut it out. I thought we were unbiased here.
When it comes to Justin James,
Smart move by Justin James, cutting Freedom off there. Again, he's letting the fans rile him up. He needs to keep them out of his head. He needs to not listen, stay on his game plan, stay focused.
Oh, a nice kick to the gut and then followed up by a nice elbow. Oh, and another 2 quick count there.
Still not enough to put the Hardcore Hippie away.
No, absolutely not. I do believe it's going to take more than that to get anything.
James with Freedom in the corner. Missing the big splash there. Oh, Freedom with a vicious spear.
That ought to take a couple of ribs out of Justin James.
But it looks like it might have taken just as much out of Eric Freedom.
And both men currently down. The referee is doing the count. They do got to count to 10 before this match is declared vacant, but both men slowly getting up. Eric Freedom seems to have the better opportunity. Both men at their feet. A nice block by Freedom. Another block by Freedom and a punch to Justin James, and Justin James goes down.
Big back elbow right there, putting James down. What are we in store for here?
I think we're going to have a new TV champion. You better believe it. Oh, Crunchberry! Crunchberry! Crunchberry!
Thought it was Fruit Loops.
Eric Freedom going for the hippie shake.
He's
If
going
James
in
is
for the
smart,
kill.
He's going to avoid this. Does he have enough presence of mind to get away from Freedom?
Hippie shake! Look at that little fraidy cat just roll out of the ring.
Freedom Cat, that was a brilliant move right there. If he had been hit with the hippie shake, it would have all been over and we would have a new TV champ. Justin James now taking a breather. This is smart.
Where's my belt? Where's my belt? Where's my belt?
They brought it downstairs.
Look at this. What a loser. What a loser.
Oh no! I've never ever seen a finish like that. I'm going to be honest with you, Skits Jones. I have no idea what's going on, why Justin James just pulled what he pulled. But I'll tell you, I may have to agree with you. I'm not going to be a fan of this guy too much longer.
Justin James has been counted out of the ring. Your winner, Eric Freedom. But still, your POWW Entertainment TV champion, Justin James. Retains the TV title.
You know, Mr. Ricklow, I told you it was going to happen. I knew Justin James was going to pull it out. He was going to pull out. Well, he didn't win. But he's a smart man. He is still the TV champion. So, there you go. We've got Justin James. He will be continuing on to the crowning of the champ.
On August 21st at the American Legion Hall, Fox Lake, he will be there. You will see the regional champion, Cano will be there. The King will be there, Trevor Blanchard. Who will be there to represent the tag teams and who will represent the world champion?
Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out on our next Inside the Ropes. Be looking forward to that. We will find out who the tag team champions are. So make sure to tune in next time for Inside the Ropes.
You better believe it. I'm Mr. Ricklow.
And I'm Skit Sam Jones.
We'll see you all next week.